of this unit. As you guys saw, I posted a lot of stuff early because I got it done over the weekend. So make sure, again, your notebook is up to date because this Friday, before winter break, we are having another notebook check. So it could be some more recent stuff. It may be stuff from the previous week. So make sure, again, you've got your notebooks up to date for that. As of right now, I know, though, we just had our most recent quiz. So, again, I think that's due. The last day for that is tomorrow. Tomorrow at 4 p.m. If you haven't taken that already, make sure you do, because quiz grades will be turning into zeros if they're not completed in a timely manner. So make sure you get that done. Other than that, though, guys, I've not really had many assignment posts besides that. We've got our video activities. We've got our articles activities. I'm still taking a lot of credit for those. If you have missing assignments, you have a month left before the middle of January, before the semester's end, to really fix that grade up, because those zeros will become permanent if we don't, take action and get those done right away. Also, the projects. Just fill out the research questions and then copy it to a brochure or poster and decorate it. I'm still taking those for full credit this week. So if you haven't done that already, that's probably bringing your grade down a lot. You get that done, that brings your grade up a lot. So again, get those projects done this week. It's Tuesday. You got till Friday to get full credit on it still. So please do so. That's my recommendation there. Let's go ahead and start our Go Blue, guys. We talked about, for yesterday's lesson, soil types. Now we're going to talk about what are the soil formation factors. So what 5 factors are going to make soil form, right? But let's go over some of our Go Blue questions. Number 1, what are the 3 types of soil? That was yesterday's lesson. 2, how does sonar help us study the ocean? That was some of our ocean technology stuff. And then 3, which type of soil is best for growing vegetation? So go ahead. Feel free to take a picture or pause this later and write those down on page 18 or 19B. If you guys have an answer or want extra credit, feel free to answer in the chat. Okay, I'm gonna give students 20 seconds to get extra credit for the chat by answering the Go Blue questions. If not, we'll move on after 20 seconds. Give you guys a moment. We'll explain it here momentarily. And again, this is brand new. This was like yesterday's stuff. Oh, good guesses. Good guesses, Angel. I like that. I'll give you some credit for that for sure. Not the right answer, but I'll give you credit for it. Because that's a way to look at it for sure. Okay. Thank you, Angel, for your answer, your feedback. The 3 types of soil, guys, that were on yesterday's lesson, which is brand new, so I know maybe a lot of us don't have it yet, okay? It was what's called pedalfer, pedicle, and laterite. Again, kind of odd names there, but that is what they're called, okay? And they're all very different. So some of them are more nutritious than others. Some of them are different colors, and that's the idea, and they're in different locations, okay? 1 second. So for number 2, how does sonar help us study the ocean? Thought some of you guys might know that. Sonar is going to use sound waves to scan the ocean floor. Again, sonar is going to use sound waves to map and scan the ocean floor. And lastly, guys, for number 3, which type of soil is best for growing crops, for farming, for vegetation? It's going to be pedalfer, guys. Pedalfer is going to be the most nutritious. It's more rich in nutrients. It's darker in color. It's like fertilizer. Like when you say you guys go to Home Depot or you go to Lowe's, you get that fertilizer. It's usually darker in color, highly nutritious. Okay, that's pedalfer. Moving on, guys. Don't worry about those. I may make these writing questions a separate activity, but otherwise, don't worry about that. This map again may have that on the last notebook quiz coming up after winter break, so we'll just see about it. But otherwise, you guys are good. That was for my in-person class. Yeah, this vocab. So I don't know. I think I posted it. This, guys, let me see if I got everybody here still. Okay. This vocab, guys, this is vocab we never had time to get to. So if you guys want extra credit, 15 points added to a lab grades, to quiz grades, get this done and I'll add this to those grades. Okay. So say you got, you know, 50% on a quiz grade. You get this done, I could maybe turn that 50 into like a 70 out of 100 or whatever the point differential would be, right? So if you want to get 2-letter grades up on a quiz or a lab, you get this done. And just, it's not in an assignment tab because it's not a regular assignment. So you know, send this as a direct message. And I will grade it and give you those points. Okay, questions on that? We're all good? Same as any other vocab. It was just one of those that we didn't have a lot of time for, so I never got around to giving it to you guys. I think what happened was the tropical storm days, I gave you like the article stuff and the video stuff, and that replaced it. So that's kind of what happened. Table of contents, guys. This is the last update for the table of contents. So go ahead, add soil type, soil profile to 20 to 21. We're going to do that tomorrow. Actually, I already have that. That's in our video, our other video lesson that'll be posted. That was already posted that you'll watch tomorrow. Okay. Questions, comments on that? Let's move on. Okay, question. Let me go ahead. I'm going to save the questions for last. Save it for last. Go ahead, guys. These will be a set of video questions, just 2 of them. Number 1, how do clay particles differ from sand particles? Write this down on page 18. Now or at a later time. Again, I'm going to kind of speed through, so you can pause the video when it's on YouTube, or you can take pictures. Sorry, guys, I'm so used to running around the room and up and standing up that when I have to sit down in a chair, I get a little tired here. But number 2, what is leaching? What is leaching? So think about. So I think we had Angel earlier say sand, silt, clay. That just kind of tie into this here. So how do clay particles differ from sand particles? And then number 2, what is leaching? And no, I'm not talking about the parasitic worm, although it kind of relates to it a little bit. Again, what is leaching? What is leaching? Let's go ahead and check that video out here. So we have sand versus clay. What's the difference? Why is clay so much better for farming? Again, why is clay so much better for farming than sand? Like if I take like seeds, I plant them on the beach. It rains. You ever see crops like vegetables? Think about it. If you go to the beach, you don't really see a lot of plants growing out of the sand, right? Why is that? Let's find out.
Some have more sand, silt, clay, and organic matter. Some have more sand, others more clay. Each soil's unique blend determines its color, texture, and storage capacity for nutritious chemicals. Although,
so I'm going to be safe. I'm going to mute the video to be safe, but they're different in nutrients, right? So it looks like here, different in size. Okay, sand particles versus surface area, right? Against the clay. Okay, so sand particles are much larger than clay. They're much larger in size. You pick up a sand pebble, it's like, you can kind of see the sand pebble. I pick up a clay particle, it's like, it's too tiny, it's too small. Okay, but that's a good thing for the clay. Why? Because the clay has way more surface area than the sand. Meaning that the clay, guys, collects a lot, and it collects and it holds a lot more nutrients compared to the sand. So when it rains, the nutrients fall right out of the sand. It's not very nutritious. The clay holds a lot of nutrients. The clay is way better for farming. The clay is way better for growing plants. Okay. And I think that answers our question. Oh, leaching. Guys, simply put, leaching is when nutrients get taken out of something. So when you got a leech on your leg, it's taking blood out of your body. Your blood carries nutrients around your body, right? Well, when it rains too much, the nutrients get out of the soil. We call that leaching. So sand is more leached than clay because it has less surface area. Okay, that answers our questions there. So let's move on. So clay is smaller, but has more, certainly need some water, guys. Has more surface area. Whereas leaching is when the nutrients get taken out of it. Okay, so on page 19, I want you to write 5 very brief points. I want you to, this is the bottom half of page 19, guys. You're just going to write this question. What are the 5 soil formation factors? What are the 5 soil formation factors? Okay, well, let me make sure we're good on time here. We're good. I got 20 minutes till 7th period. I'm going to be, and don't worry, I'm not going to go, I'm going to make it much shorter than that. So number 1 is climate. So write down the question and then write down number 1, climate. And here's the deal. You don't even need to write the whole description. Just write the topic and then just write what's underlined. That's it. That's it. So for climate, just know it's the most important factor to make soil. It includes temperature, wind, and rain. This combination produces our soil. Okay? Number 2, topography. What is topography? It's the study of the surface of the earth, right? So is the area hilly and mountainous, or is it flat? Florida is very flat, right? So the orientation and slope impacts the amount of rainfall and sunlight. Guys, on flat areas, the rain is just going to kind of sit and then evaporate. But in hilly areas, the rain kind of spreads out a lot. It goes around different places, and it avoids other places, right? Number 3. This video we'll get to later. Don't need to write that question. Parent material. I'm sure you've never heard of that before. What is parent material for soil? Parent material, guys, is the idea of where the soil is from. Is the soil local or is it transported? If you go downtown, you go to a lot of big city areas, you're gonna see all these beautiful flowers, maybe these beautiful unique trees. Well, a lot of that stuff, those plants were moved from other countries. You go to the White House, get all those cherry blossoms, those are actually native to Japan, not the US, right? So pretty cool, pretty cool. Number 4, living things, biological activity. There's no underline for this one because I want you to write all of it because it's so short. So plants, animals, fungi, like animals like the earthworm, okay? These microorganisms are all going to interact with the soil and influence the way the soil develops. Earthworms are really good for soil. They make tunnels for water and they recycle the nutrients in the bacteria in the soil. So pretty cool stuff there. Biological activity. And the last one, guys, is time, okay? How often the soil gets left alone can determine how it forms. All right, so does it rain a lot? Does it never rain? Is there people and animals living around it or no? That's the last factor. So we got to, that's it, guys. We got to know those 5 factors, okay? Know what's the most important one, okay? And then move on from there, okay? Our last lesson for this unit, guys, is already posted to YouTube. Let me show you a quick video. Don't get too excited to sign out just yet. I'm not going to show all of this, but where is it? Here we go. In the future, just so you guys know, there's no question with this, guys. There's this idea called vertical farming, okay? And what cities are doing is they're actually making farms in factories using LED lighting, this like neon lighting, okay? And they're using what's called like, it's like water with nutrients in it. So if you live somewhere that doesn't get a lot of sun or it's the winter time, and you live far away from farms, what they can do is they can plant these crops in these water, kind of these water, I want to say shelves. And they have this very strong lighting in these shelves where you can literally have farms in cities, in the middle of cities and anywhere in the world, not just where it's sunny a lot or not just during the summertime. So we call these vertical farms. Pretty cool idea. I think, yeah, they put the seeds on a cloth with nutrients on it. You can see that there. And then they let it grow with the lighting. And the lighting, obviously, there's watering and lighting that goes on a routine basis, a schedule basis, right? I'm thinking maybe those happen automatically. Maybe they automatically lights on, lights off, and then automatically with the watering. So it could be the future of crops. Never have shortages of our food, right? Okay, let me go ahead and just kind of bring this down here. Let's go and end the day on a quick question. Last thing of the day, guys, last thing. Give me like about 30 seconds to pull this question up, guys. One moment. Do not sign out. Do not sign out yet. We are going to be heading out here in a minute. Okay. One moment, one moment. Okay. This is from the lesson from 2 days ago, or from Monday yesterday. So try your best. I know a lot of you may not know, but do try your best because I want to go with what's the most relevant right now. Okay, so we talked about the soil types in our Go Blue. It says here, this type of soil is found in tropical regions and forms as a clay rich in iron oxides. Is it A, laterite, B, pedalfer, C, pedicle, or D, silt? Again, just to know you guys are with me, make sure to answer. A, B, C, or D. Go and start answering now. Okay, so this type of soil is tropical regions, forms in a clay rich in iron oxides. So far I've got Angel and Joseph and Lakia. All right. Daniela, thank you. Irina, thank you. It's got like, again, iron oxides, it's red, it's in tropical regions. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys, again, participation, make sure you got more people answering. Sorry, guys. Looks like I need Melissa to answer. I think I need, thank you, Amira. I need Melissa, Ureli. I think I need Javante to answer. Thank you, Melissa. I need Sanaya to answer, guys. Thank you, thank you. Sergio, I need you to answer. All right, so let's go to regroup here again. Make sure we're participating because that goes into attendance. That's like participation, right? It's making sure you're invested in what's going on. The only person who got it right, I want to congratulate them, is Angel with the letter A. It's laterite. Laterite, it's the red dry clay. But the red stuff doesn't have nutrients. If you guys ever go to like a baseball game or softball game, when it rains out and the puddles build up on the fields, they put this stuff on the area where there's water because it soaks up the water, right? Okay, questions, comments on that? Well, I'm going to say you guys are all set. Don't head out just yet, but just keep in mind, guys, Notebook Check Friday. Get your quiz from last week done. Get your projects done and turned in. Get your missing assignments done and turned in, guys. 1 second.